Could somebody pass me a phone to Fadhali, or do I have it? I have it. Karibuni sana to Vibe No Queen, people. What up? What up, Shorty? Umesema what up?
No, before that.
Mbona unaongea hivyo ati before that?
Before that, you know what me say, boom.
Si tunajua Serro kama musician wa Kiafrika ameleta nini? Ati awolan. Okay, sawa. If that is the introduction. Welcome to Vibe No Queen.
I quit.
Unajua kuna venye mtu nyonga sauti lazima i sound. Karibu tena lakini ni beers. Tena beers. Sema tu.
No, I don't know. The sense of feel of this audience, if they'll bash me.
They can't bash you.
So come Jarua mikasirika. I'm so funny.
Kora team nango.
And I'm saying that as a Luo. Unajua tukikasirika ni kama Tony naenda chini a couple of peaches. A wolan.
Unasema nini?
What are you telling me?
What are you saying?
In their language.
Okay, basi karibisha watu na hiyo.
Hi guys. No.
What is this now? Ndio zile matabia za ati.
Kaini, simtouch to a screenshot lafa tutumie.
Okay.
That's what YouTubers do.
Please send that.
And then they're like, this is going to be our thumbnail.
Do people actually do that? Can we
never seen a YouTube video where they
can we actually take a thumbnail 5 seconds? 1, 2, go.
Please someone screenshot it. It's cute.
Okay. Karibuni sana Vibe No Queen, Serro in the house, and Kasiva. I'm so refreshed after the break. I am super excited.
Last week people DM'd me, they're like, Kwani, they decided not to do your episode. I'm like, calm down.
But you know what? Maybe my bad. I didn't put out a poster to actually say that we were taking a break. I actually said it on the previous episode, but I didn't put out a poster. Kwa sababu pia mimi nilikuwa busy kidogo.
Mshikana.
Lakini nyinyi watu, karibuni sana. Ilikuwa nikwambia ati we wait for 10 people, we're at 21, so we are
welcome guys.
Welcome sana. And let's see who's in here. Akina kwambia Obala Sax. Rafiki ya Tindi backbenchers, watu wa kelele hata wamesema ati wapi kelele ya backbench. Rewind and come on selector. Boom. Shut up. Oya Obala. Unaona Tindi anaona mwenzake?
Karibuni, we are not judging.
Bubu, Tekla Magero, karibu sana. She's such a fan man. She doesn't miss any episode of Vibe No Queen. On time. Take care, asante sana. Manoiz makers ocheni kwanza ni waskifu kidogo. Bobo habari Kasiva wa madrums fiti sana. Sembetero wa Kasivi Timba.
Napenda. Napende Timba.
Na walombo tu. Me I'm not feeling this in Shemba. It sounds like you just sing something bad.
No ta sivo.
What is ebuskia? Na kulombo to. Akina sound to vitu mbaya. Mbaya na hii ni safe space. Tuendelee. Antonetta Chieng ayuko karibu sana. Jaira Small anasema wengi ni master kwa vile wanavovaa lakini utashangaa vile wanavovaa.
Ya dunia.
Mashallah. Itabidi amecheza yao sio votes for ya dunia basi. Mkavita Charity all the way from Poland join in. Ray Gadhani. Amesema sisi ni mabadi.
You're so pretty.
Like, oh my gosh, like my hair is gonna touch my foundation. Wasaria joined. Jero! Elmara akondani. Speaking of Elmara, oya, lete ile asali pale juu bwana, nimesawa asali yangu pale juu. Mudheu! Trace Eastern Africa, welcome.
Karibuni sana.
Felix Ojambo, Motra Music, karibuni sana. Trace Eastern Africa said us guys are fun. Maybe you should have us in studio. Wink.
Just saying. Putting it out there.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
Aren't we? And Orin Allen, karibuni sana to Vibe No Queen. I am super excited to have this ball of energy, ball of fun. Udem ni mfani mbaya. But na akirusha akekama jokes hapa flat.
Chekeni tu, imagine.
Tunamzimba te ama let me tell you, I'm not.
The bad thing about that language ni ati, always ongea tu, unafanya maths. It's like, okay, silabi ni ngapi? So tunagawia wapi?
Ngoja. mimi nataka kuweka hapa challenge. Nataka msee type hapo atuambie karibuni sana to vibe na Queen. Hebu niambie hapo nayo lugha ya shembeteng.
Atika?
Karibuni sana to vibe na Queen. Shembeteng that one. Ona mpaka malips zako zinatetemeka. Kwanza tu unasema.
Oh my god.
Serro.
Karimbiti. Unajua hadi kikuwa na more than 2 syllables, it's not complicated.
Karibuni sana to vibe na Queen. Mtu ananiambia andika hapo na shembeteng. Ivy amesema I have been waiting for this day. That's such a sweet comment. Thank you so much, and we're really happy to be here. Atinaona shadow ya mtu umetuma kwa Mira vile inafaa. Si ati siniambia hapa shout out to Grego, Leshan and Faith. Pale nyuma, you know, we're having this recorded in HD ndio mweze. You know, for inaitwangaje for
longevity.
For longevity pale YouTube mweze kutona in what I'm saying? HD.
Usijali tunaelewa.
Unajua leo niko pale spirit ya kasi wake wametumba sasa. Niko pale ma H zangu zinanichenga.
Aiwe tunaelewa.
Zinanipiga chenga.
Mwanzo kuni kwenu.
Ready with mimi ninarudi harmonies. Miss Maina amesema Coco ameingia.
Hizo ni ma requests clearly.
Ni ma request na tuko hapa muziki sana. Mimi hata wacha mimi naona tu tuanze na muziki kwanza. Hata kuna mtu amesema tupeni muziki before tuingie depth.
Nani wakali?
Because maswali zako ni kama 1 2 3. Je, unajua wewe ni storybooks. Wewe ukianza ni gravity.
Mungu anisaidie niongeze sana. Tunaweza sawa. One question for 5 hours.
Twende kazi. But si tuliongea naweza kuinterrupt nini?
Haina shida.
Tunaweza chukua maswali kutoka kwa fan. Unataka kutuchezea nini? Juu nimesikia hapa
kuna Okelo hapo imesemwa na ya dunia imesemwa hapo.
No, uanze Okelo. Yes.
Mimi bitingi ni namba 10 gini.
Imagine same tuandikia Karimbituni samba tana vibe na Queen. Wewe mudheu.
Wewe ni
uko sawa.
Namba tangan.
Ati karibundutini sanda tana to vibe na Queen 10.
Okay.
Shamba tana. Okelo.
Hiyo language bado inajaribu kulodi.
Hiyo language ni mbaya. Bedhi ifute when it's chana wa God. Twende kazi.
I love the Lord. Okay.
Okelo.
Tell me if you can hear the guitar.
They can hear it.
Alright. Hey, waja. Wait. Disclaimer.
Nini tena? Mimi kwanza kuingia
Nimepanic.
Oh yeah.
Si chezangi guitar nikiimba. Like it's okay. I do. Najua mtanionyesha receipts.
Wacha kudanganya.
It's been a while. So si safe space.
Si sawa.
Nikikosea si nini? Si mnajua nini?
Sawa.
Si mnajua mimi ni mdoma.
Sawa. Hajast miwani.
Okay. Amosi Okelo Jahera na agombi habari Okelo kwa kweli mimi nimekumisi toka mwanzo misingeleti maisha hapa mjini shida nataka rudi nyumbani ili niwe nawe mpenzi Abiro. Hey, yeah.
Abiro,
Hey.
mos, abiro.
Yeah.
Abiro, abiro, mos, mos. Hey. Abiro, abiro, mos, mos.
Hey.
Abiro, abiro, mos, mos. Abiro, yeah. Abiro, abiro, mos, mos. Abiro, abiro, abiro. Umaza kwa kodi ya
Nimeenda uko mahali pengine penye
ya ushambata.
Lakini tumerudi home.
I love the harmonies for baby narudi.
You actually want a twister. Every time like you tell the audience to sing it. Let me give you a funny, okay, it's not funny. It was not funny when it was happening.
Tell us.
It involves her. I know she remembers. What does she? Si funny. Ni poa.
Oh najua. Ile siku nilikuwa nini Superman.
Let me tell you.
Nilifly in hapo.
Akika Siva saved my life. Yo.
Lois and Clark
Not to be
kind
dramatic,
of
but yo, we were playing a gig, and then kick drum ika pasuka. Sasa, you know you can't play a gig. Okay, you can, but drums, you know, even though in a skuma groove. And then as they were fixing it, the show had to go on. And Miss Kasiva just happened to be in the audience, and she came and she said, "Bye." Simekeza mafire emojis for Kasiva.
Ekeni mpaka screen ichomeke. Internet ipotee, stima iende vet na kuiniishi.
No, but for real though, that was really, really nice.
No, that was dope. That was dope. I mean, I felt I was sad for the set because the set really needed that kick.
Yeah.
But
what to do?
But then what to do now? Alafu unajua watu wamekuja hapo, watu wametimba, watu wako kwenye moodi nini. Speaking of gigs, Serro. Karibu sana Vibe la Queen. Asante sana kwa hii Pro 2 gig. Tunakulove. Na tunapenda muziki yako.
Asante.
Congratulations on your, it's new, it's still new. Karibu. And karibu sana kwa hii muziki ya Misimu.
Hey.
To anyone listening and watching, have you connected with Sarah's new project called Misimu, which means seasons, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about Misimu. I personally have listened to Misimu, and I think it's it's quite a deep project.
Yeah?
You almost can hear, we really can hear your soul speaking. And I'm curious to hear and to know not only the inspiration behind seasons, but the little stories inside the various songs, and which is your kasong. Kuna kila mtu anakuanga na yao.
It's true.
And let's know in the comments yako ni gani katika Misimu, and which one you want to hear today.
Yeah. So Misimu, I feel like it's like a good emotional.
No, ebu sasa nini hapo, sasa na tissue hapo akaribu clear out na.
No, okay, but Misimu and when people say they can hear my soul in the project, I feel like I did my job. I achieved what I hoped to achieve with the project. So, 2020 was just a crap show for everyone.
Absolutely.
And mimi sikuachwa hapo. I was also in the pits.
Yeah.
And but the project was me just telling the stories of how I felt throughout that season, and how people around me were feeling throughout that season, and how I hoped to be a friend to the people around me in that season.
Yeah.
And I feel like God really alinishika hivi mkono throughout that project, and because I recorded the first 2 songs in 2020. Not Misimu, I recorded Abiro Loyo. Was the first song I recorded for the project, which I would say is, which is that song for you?
Yeah.
That's that song.
It's Abiro Loyo.
Because I wrote that song for me. Because I felt like 2019, by the time the year was ending, nilikuwa mahali ni kama na jamstatiwa. I think 2019 was the year of Kasyuki, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So I felt like nilikuwa ready to go, and I had all these plans and all that, and then COVID happened, and I felt like nothing was happening. I wanted to move out, I wasn't able to, and then all my jobs need people to gather.
Absolutely.
I teach,
and
I perform.
What do you teach?
Music. I teach vocals. I'm a voice teacher.
Wewe watu wenye wanachonga nini sauti yangu hapa, I think nimeona comment moja. Nyinyi mnanichonga na mimi nimekaa na shule, please.
Yeah, so all my jobs need people together, and I just feel like everything stopped, everything was collapsing, and I needed that reminder. So that first verse, I wrote what I wanted to say, and then Okelo Max translated it for me.
Yes. Shout out to Okelo Max.
It's all what the general idea is. They're saying what people are saying about you.
Yes.
Umezeeka bado kwa mama unafanya. And no one was saying that to me really. It's the things I was telling myself. Like, you need to move out, you need to make money, like other people are making money, you are not making money. Nini. And then now the second verse is where it says Abiro lawyer means I will fly. Loosely, Abiro fuyo, I will fly. Abiro lawyer is like I will win. Yeah? To mean I will succeed eventually. So second verse.
Like I will soar.
Yeah. Kila mtu na riziki yake, na story yake, na maisha yake. Kila mtu na nyota yake. So that song I was writing for myself, almost like, relax.
It's okay.
Yes. Mina kaza kama, inazidi kusukuma, ona nikipata, asante Maulana. So that was that song for me. And then the first song actually was written, Misimu now, was written after a conversation I had with my sister, who I felt we were really walking that journey together about just, we had a very heavy conversation the day before I went to the studio, just about seasons and how, you don't know what tomorrow holds. Absolutely. And all these seasons are important. You have to go through the highs, you have to go through the lows, and all are equally important in this experience of life.
So would you say Misimu sort of captures in how many songs?
6 songs.
In 6 songs, you've captured all the feelings and emotions you felt during the pandemic.
I went through, if you hear, maybe, I don't know if someone can hear it, but the first 3 songs are almost like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't like writing stories in miserable sana. Actually, my songwriting process, I consider myself a storyteller.
Yeah.
So I do want to write stories that are just sad for no reason, because the seasons that are just they're sad and you don't see where the light is going.
Absolutely.
Like, the whole song is I feel awful.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that. Even when I'm journaling, I usually find that by the time I'm finishing, there's like a but we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So all the first 3 songs have a feeling of but we'll be okay. But we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But this is happening, but we'll be Kuna misimu, yajuana mawingu. All of them are almost like it's okay, you'll be fine. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then the 4th song is the interlude, which my good friend Costa Ojwang recorded for me. God damn it, that day in the studio I was weeping. Because what?
But also Costa's voice, you guys.
Bruh.
What?
Bruh.
See, Annie, I'm praying to Ingia, but because Costa is my neighbor, by the way.
Costa, that interlude is just. If you please go listen to the project after this, don't tune out.
Misimu.
Go listen to the project, and when you hear that interlude, you'll understand what I mean. Because it's a 5-minute interlude, and I remember telling Victoria, who's my producer, I think I'll be the first person ever to have a 5-minute interlude, and I don't care.
That's awesome.
It's my project. I don't care because I felt like everything Costa was singing made sense, and my dad was in the thing also, like reading, and I felt the need for my dad to read it because for the most part that project was for me. Let me be honest.
No, but I like that you were actually you voiced this out loud, and you were sort of quote unquote selfish.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was for you, And we understand because, you know, there was so many emotions that were being thrown around during the pandemic. We were feeling so much.
Yeah.
And right after the pandemic, when people now are able to go into studio and release songs,
and most of the songs
artists were in a crazy space.
Please go listen to. Do you listen to Amanda Black?
I do.
Have you listened to her latest project? It's called Mnyama or something.
I haven't. The one that has Africa in it.
No, Africa is the one before. Africa is in Power.
Yes, in Power.
So there's one called Mnyama. But I'm so sure he's saying Wevo Kokwao. But it's called
maybe something like
Mnyama.
Mnyama.
And when I was listening to that project, and at the time I was working on Missing, I was like, she did exactly what I want to do with my project.
Yeah.
You can hear every single thing.
You can feel
feeling.
Yeah, the emotion.
Even if you don't understand what she's saying, you feel it.
That's what's up. That's what's
feel
up.
it. You feel it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. I think it's it's a very important thing to be able to tap deep within and not just necessarily write songs for atibanga. I'ma write songs because okay, gengeton is the thing. Let's write gengeton. I think it's a very important thing to tap deep within and find your sound, find what pulsates in your heart. I remember I wrote that exact statement. That what beats true to your heart is a statement in one of my songs in my EP. But speaking of, you know, tapping into yourself, I'd like to know what is your process in terms of what is your thought process? Fine, I would understand how you write, but what is your thought process in terms of being able to get inside yourself? Because I know, and you'll agree with me, anyone who's watching, it's very difficult to get to that point. Sometimes it's quite scary to get to that point where ni wewe versus wewe, as in mko hivi, ni tunaandika kama tuandiki, and then you cower. And for that reason, then you're not able to sort of churn out the true feeling or the true emotion that you wanted to tap.
Yeah.
What's your process in terms of bringing yourself to that space of tapping into the true feeling and the true emotion that you want to bring out? Depth.
It's deep. It's deep. Ooh, yo.
Depth.
So, I learned that actually when I was writing for Misimu, because after I wrote the first two songs for Misimu, that was Abiro Loyo and Gulo. That's number 2 and 3, song 2 and 3 project. I didn't write again for almost a year. Not even one song.
So this thing it happens with time.
I don't even think it's a thing of time. It's and I think you guys had this conversation with Akoth as well.
Yeah.
Like the art is really an extension of who you are. And I think I was feeling so many things that I could not explain, that I could not write. I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to listen to
there's a tissue there courtesy of
God, I knew this would happen.
Oh yeah, you guys.
I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to listen to music. I didn't want to do anything because I was feeling too deeply, and I didn't know how to cope with those emotions, that I knew singing would bring all of those feelings here. So I didn't know how to do that. And then like a year later, after this conversation with my sister about seasons and everything, and I realized throughout the year, in 2021 now, as difficult as 2020 and now part of 2021 had been, every conversation I was having with my friend, my sisters, my people around me, always ended in, it's just a season. It's just a season.
This too shall pass.
It's just a season. So, Waithaka was in town. You know, Waithaka AMT, a dope-ass producer.
Waithaka, yes.
Waithaka.
Shout out.
Came. I think he comes. He's based in the US.
Yes.
So he comes to Kenya once a year.
Yes.
And when he comes, he tries to get as many people in the studio. And that day, it was my turn to be in this, because he was like, we need to make a song together, because when we make a song together, it's a good song. So I went to the studio and I'd not written a song in a very long time, and I didn't know what I was going to write about.
Right.
But then I got there and I was like, I thought about the fact that everything I've been saying to myself, every time I'm journaling, every time I'm talking to someone, it's a season, it's a season, it's a season. Misimu. Then I wrote that song. And then, process. That's the first time I was able to write after that whole season.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to my sister, who really deeply inspired the song. And then she said to me, I feel like this is your season of restoration, because you've been going through so many things and feeling so many things, and the fact that you wrote a song about something you've been feeling very deeply about, it's a season of restoration. And then that's the day she said that to me is the day now I wrote track number 5, which is Impiloyami. And every time I sing that song and I wrote exactly what I was feeling. So actually, to answer your question, going back to answer your question is, I think when the emotions are too heavy, I have to sort that garbage out first before I can say what I'm feeling. At least I have to know what I'm feeling for me to write it.
Okay.
Because it can be too intense. So
I hear you.
now that's when I wrote Impiloyami. Because the lyrics are, the sun is... Now when you hear that, the lyrics make more sense. Because the lyrics are, the sun is shining once again. There's no darkness in my bed. I'm smiling once again. I feel alive. And then the sun is shining once again. The light is coming in, and I just want to sing, because I wasn't able to do that for almost an entire year. And now finally, and I just want to sing because the light is coming in. So that's the story behind the song.
What a beautiful
story. That EP was very deep, and everyone who's listened and they say they feel the things. I'm like, I'm glad, because those stories were heavy for me to write and express those emotions in the music.
I think even as you tell the story, I feel like our audience, everyone watching, is really, really resonating with what you're saying, because somehow class imenyamaza, kila mtu anasikiza, naona tu nani joined, noise maker, Obala sax, uliza tarumbeta hapo, at least leta kelele kidogo. The class is quite not. Yeah,
but they are here. You know, the important thing is they are here. They're not at quite close to anything.
Obala sax, ni depth. Ni depth. I hear you, and I'm curious, and I think this is one of the questions that came in for you. You, in as much as you write very deeply, you write using several languages, and it's very difficult to express yourself exactly how you want to say something in all these languages, and especially African languages.
Yeah.
For example, if I want to say kuja enda pale in Kikamba, inaweza translate to either two things. Inaweza kwa, okay, well, not enda pale. I'm trying to look for a word that sits in between two words. You know how our languages are.
And especially Luo, which I don't speak at all. Surprise.
Yes, like that word you said, that one for so.
Yeah.
Like it could mean fly, it could mean go up.
And I was asking my dad, how do I say succeed? He's like, I don't think there's a word for succeed.
That's the thing. That's the beauty about our languages. Yeah. And that's why I'm so curious to see, like, to understand, in as much as you write with using very many different languages, how do you finally achieve to
say what I want to say?
Yeah, what you want to, and say exactly what you want to say, because these languages sometimes are piga chenga.
Yeah.
For example, we're not talking about success, alafu, the only word unapata ni win. Yes.
Unasema tu.
Really?
Especially now with Misimu, my first album called Kue was Jamie. Ding ding. Kue, I wrote all the songs in Kue. All of them, track 1 to 13, all of them.
Yeah.
But that with Misimu, I was very open to partnering with people and collaborating.
Absolutely.
And all the Luo songs had a little bit of Okelo Max and Costa Ojwang in them.
Yes.
Because I knew there's things I want to say, but my vocabulary is very limited.
Yes.
So for me to know exactly what I want to say in a certain language, I need to consult those people. This babe doesn't remember.
Did you people hear? For me to get to know what I say in a certain language, I had to consult with people that were around me.
When we were making Misimu, we called Kasiva, and I'm so sure she doesn't remember. She does not remember. When
did you see that heavy cloud?
Come back here. When we were recording Gulo, which is a song in my EP, we called Kasiva. Mutori and I were like, who are the cows in our contacts? Kasiva! Hi, Kasiva. Hi! Did you know that folk song? Gulo, 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 like, what does it, first of all, what does it mean? And what are the actual words? Kasiva had no idea.
By the anadanganya.
But not to fault her because
anadanganya.
No cow
nyeneta wakasiba ana nyenumeta makoene.
But no cow knew.
Anadanganya.
Because apparently hizo maneno ni tu.
But acha nikwambie. Ngulo iko na kikamba ingine.
Yeah.
Deep. Sana.
So what I found out later was it means warrior. Something. It's about a warrior and fighting and stuff.
But kuna sentence moja hapo ndani hata ina warriorism ndani yake.
Yeah, I just took it and I was like, perfect.
There's a sentence in there uko kwa mavasi inasema malenge mene mwate mangie means you chopped off pumpkins za wenyewe kwa shamba. Sasa hiyo na warriorism inaingia wapi?
I don't know.
By the way, after mimi on a phone call with my mom. Now I promise nitakwambia the true meaning of this song.
I hope that song. I hope the part I sampled meant what I meant, because you see the song is about striving and kupambana na kung'ang'ana.
Yes.
And warrior fight and stuff like that.
Wow.
So
I'm still thinking about
if it was wrong, bruh, just listen to the song for vibes.
Let's get sasa juu nimekoroga class hivi kidogo sasa wameamka hivi ameingia na the first word amesema ni yo hivi shwali ingia pole pole bana ati tuko it's the depth for me, such a therapy vibe. Ask her how her lower classes are coming along.
Guy
ati hapo kwa not speaking tuko sawa tu. I see Ronin Ali all the way in the US has joined us. Thank you so much. Labdi Akonoe. Karibu sana Labdi.
Do you know Labdi and I went to campus together?
Shut up.
Labdi was doing art.
Okay.
Yeah, and then me I was doing music, and then we had some units together.
Such a small world that we walk in. Okay, Lomax. Umetajwa hapa.
My brother.
Hi. Baba karibu sana. Yani karibu kiti ya
the studio I call this guy. I'm like, I need help. How do I say this?
Oh my god, now people, let me tell you, people now are making their own song. Ma Bobo has said actually the Malengas are for feeding the warriors while they are at war.
See now. Lakini za wenyewe.
But mbona mnapatia warriors malenge za kuiba?
Kama ni community.
We Bobo, wacha kutudanganya. Na si Serro ako smart.
Ayo.
Sana. People are vibing and talking about the interlude. Ile Acosta on Nesimo is fire.
It is fire. Absolutely amazing. And my dad read that.
I heard it. You know your dad has a really good voice.
He does. That's your. Yeah, he is.
A watcher.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Tuambie majina kamili ya.
Jina lake kamili ni Patrick Serro. You can Google him. He was in McDonald Junction.
Makuta. Naona ametoka kwa familia ya sana. Just before we go on that.
Funny story. Segue into this thing.
Terren.
My dad.
Oh,
okay, I hope you guys laugh, Spuddy. You know how high school teachers can be such a TRG?
Yes.
So there's a day we had like this open day where parents come talk to every teacher. They tell her, hey, your child is doing this, she sleeps in class. That was every teacher's complaint.
Oh my gosh.
I nap everywhere is time for a nap. But anyway, whatever. So my dad came, and then that day for some reason, mom before she came, she had other shugulis. So dad came first, and then mom came after, like maybe 2 hours after my dad. So good thing is Dad and I decided, let's just start mama tatupata
Mbele.
So we go to our English teacher first. That Mrs. Airo.
Gosh.
Anyone who went to Ngara Girls, you just know how Mrs. Airo was. So
mi napenda walimu.
I'm a teacher, but I can admit if someone was antiaji.
Check when mwalimu, hebu imagine students wako 10 years to come. Wameanzisha
Instagram live.
Hiyo time akutoka na Instagram. Hiyo siku mkitaka tu kupatana mnasema space, kila mtu anakuja. Sema hiyo ati mnakumbuka vile Serro alikuwa.
No, trust me. You know the story, she's Nini. That's why they said not be a Nini. So, Mrs. Airo. No, wait, you'll see why she was anti-Aji. You'll agree with me very soon.
Sema.
So, we are sitting there, and me, I was only in 2 clubs. I quit all the others, I remained in 2 clubs. I was in drama club, and I was in music club. Because all of them have music in one or the other.
Yeah.
So, she tells my father, with a very heavy low accent, Ati, ask Hulda which club she is in. I said, Dad, I'm in drama club and music club. So he just says, so where's this going? And then she says, do you know these are the 2 most time-wasting clubs in... Hey! Tafute the emoji ai. Yes. You see? She said, those are the 2 most time-wasting clubs in this school. And then, the audacity. She looks at my dad and says, Baba Hulda. Oh, my first name is Hulda. Baba Hulda, please tell her to leave those clubs. And then she sits like this. You know, in the camera. Kwani msangapi?
Endelea.
Oh, hey. I was panicking. Oh, Lord. But she said, and then Ojele ni kama, ameangusha power move. I'm like, putsh. I say, Baba Hulda, you need to tell her to leave those 2 clubs because of the 2 most time-wasting clubs. And then she sits like this. And then my dad looks at her, looks at me, and then looks at her again and said, so, iyo naona ni kama tungoje mama yake akuje because I earn a living from art. I'm not telling my daughter to stop doing her art because, yeah, maybe mama, the mother is on her way. The mother can say it, but me, it will be very hypocritical of me to say that. I was just like,
maybe this is ya kwanyo. Hata mnaona tu mood yangu imechange.
Yeah.
Sipendagi watu wanawanga dreams za wasi.
I agree. I 100% agree, and I think
mimi nimemsamehea.
That's why I take my job as a teacher very seriously and very deeply. It's a very deep thing for me.
Yeah, because what you implant, imagine that seed you plant in a student, you're good, you can do better, you can become.
I know how.
Once upon a time, Serro told me. Yeah. Serro December.
Imagine when I'm receiving my Grammy, I have a feeling I'll still thank Mrs. Helen Kenyan, one of the voice teachers in my school, who just really held my hand, honestly. And I don't think I'll ever forget. And I don't think she knew what she was doing. She just probably saw something in me and decided to water that seed. So now me as a teacher, I do it very intentionally with every student. Every single student.
Wow. You know,
wisdom.
Wapenzi watazamaji, Vibe na Queen imechukua a different course. You know, this is going to live on the internet, and I would love if one day your teacher, that teacher, would come back and watch this and see you saying what you're saying, because I think it's very important for everyone, for her to realize that now you are earning from art. Your father raised you from art, and art is not a waste of time.
It's not. It's not. It's literally our way of life. We don't know how to express some things if not for our art. So why kill that, you know? Yeah.
We're going to take a small musical interludes.
Imekuwa heavy.
Imekuwa
nini?
Yeah. As I read some comments hapo watu wanasema tukaziwa umeshikwa. We obala. Obala acha bro. Tukubali tu.
Tumeestablish hiyo kitu ina sense. So Kasiva is good. Kindly, please.
now these are the comments. Olivia amesema Akino, nani amesema hivi. Alikuwa tunimuwe. Ati woman bye. Ati we are going to 8 leo. So, you guys, man, mnajua hatuwezi fika. And imagine it's already 42 past.
This is crazy.
Absolutely. Time really flies.
Yeah.
Njuki ndani ya Mauritius, karibu sana. Daddy's dadding and makofi ya Bwana Patrick.
Shout out to you, Dad.
And Olivia says, it's sad how many people discourage people's dreams, and I became a musician. I had supportive teachers and family. It's the best feeling ever to have, supportive family. And just to digress kidogo from that, I hear you mention your family a lot. I hear you mention your sister inspiring some of the songs in Misemo. I hear you say your dad read a verse, in the EP. I hear you say, I hear you mention your mom somewhere. You must have had a lot of support in your artistic side journey of things and journey. And I just want to ask you, like, how does that feel, and especially existing in a world where you always hear stories of venye mapero walikuwa tu zile za nengita kana nengita, so how does that feel? Like, what do you think about it? Where does your mind lie and all this?
It's amazing, honestly. Although when I was in primary and in part high school, I used to have to feature my costumes because I don't want my mom to know I went for music fest. It took a while for her, and it took a lot of people, including Mrs. Helen Kenyan, speaking to my mom, my sister speaking to my mom, some of her friends, want to be like, you know what, if this is what she wants to do, you're safer supporting her and giving her the tools she needs than being always against it, because somehow she's just going to do it anyway, so you'd rather let her do it with you supporting, and it's just amazing.
Absolutely.
When my sister and my brother, they sent me videos of their kids dancing to my stuff.
That's so sweet.
For an interview, and my nephew's there, Auntie Uyi! Like, it's so cute. It's so nice.
So cute,
Or my parents staying up late because I'm on TV, and it's just really nice. And then sharing my two links over there to Jamal. It's really it makes the thing less stressful.
I hear you.
Because the career path is not easy. I think it's very obvious. It's not a very easy, especially in an industry like this that doesn't have all the systems in place. But when you have a community around you that cheers you on constantly, it makes the work more, like, you can focus on the music rather than kai niko gig na mazee afai kujua sasa ndarudi home later ataniuliza maswali. You get, it's more like, oh, unaenda gig sawa, unabeba guitar leo, like.
I hear you. In the spirit of building communities and building family, it's one of the core things and one of the core reasons why Vibe Na Queen exists. To build sort of like a sisterhood, a family of women in music who you can talk to on a feminine perspective, but also on a musical perspective.
They get the struggle.
Thanks.
Yeah.
As I said, there's the way you can explain your blisters to. There's the way I can talk to you about the blisters that I'm getting because of learning guitar.
Yeah.
Versus the way I can speak to a guy, because the guy will be like,
it's not a big deal.
Versus you'll be very empathetic.
Yeah,
like,
I get it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she got blisters. And such.
Yeah.
And in the spirit of community, I hear you, and I back you 100% when you say it makes things much easier. It makes things less stressful when you have people around you who have similar energy and similar vibe.
Yeah.
And well, that answers the question. What do you think we should do better as women in the music industry? We should strive to build a better, stronger community. Yeah. And this is just a start, you guys. Vibe Na Queen is just a start. I believe there's so many, and I'm really, really, really grateful because I'm getting in the DMs people pointing me to people like Jana, literally Jana, someone commented on, I think, Tindy's session, and they were like, oh, by the way, now who dem at someone ni bass player here, and I was like, I tagged in and I'm like, Tindy, come for your family, Bana, because now this is your family, you know. And I really, really respect the fact that, you know, these sessions are getting people to get to tag other people, to let other people know, oh, this is happening. Creating a community, and I think that's really, really important. I hope Vibe Na Queen can inspire so many of us, and you guys watching. I hope these sessions can inspire us to build a bigger community, spread more love, spread more knowledge, encourage each other, you know, hearing how Serro is supported by family. Build a family. If your family doesn't support you in that sense, then you can build a family around the people that you work with. I think this is the longest session share on gas. Mpaka Moise alituambia ati chezeni wimbo bana. Obala. Toa Moise kwa class. But I think we're gonna jam a song, and while we jam this song, you guys bring in any questions you may have for Serro before we wind up. It's
wind up. Ni
kama tujaanza nakwambia hii conversation inaweza na mpaka saa 3.
It's true.
Na muambia wase kila time wasakamba. Each time we shall do right?
I don't know if I settle.
Right? Someone said this session is making me speechless.
Oh, wow.
J Mau Mau, thank you so much for tuning in from Austria. It's so inspirational having family supporting your music. It's amazing having family support you, that even on the days you're not winning, you know at least you have all the support and love you need. Absolutely, 100%. Mario Di Bari, thanks so much for tuning in from Italy. Dina Elwedidi Habibti, this is my very, very good friend from Egypt. Welcome so much. And Atimoiza uje metoka wapi? And mtafute mcharaze mwambie atoke nje, lakini ndio hii ngoma ya Moise sawa basi.
Acha tuimbe.
Tuimbe. Nasikia tu kujam.
Tuimbe wote. Okay, sorry.
Taimba tu.
No, this is the right key.
Okay.
Yo, my song's just hey, say Kasiba. Hey, fire, 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 fire. Hey,
Serro ndani ya nyumba.
Hey,
tuna vibe na Queen Serro. Serro ndani ya nyumba. Tuna vibe na Malkia. Ayo. She said, family is really important. You can build your.
She assumed that it happened. It's right.
She said, family is really important. You can build your own community around you. Family is really important. Anyone around you, you can do family. Family is really important. You can build your own gang family club. Family is really important. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allez.
sababu yote yang'ayo si dhahabu itarudia tena, sio yote yang'ayo ni dhahabu. Watu huficha masaibu kwa tabasamu, basi sote tuwe wakarimu, sababu yote yang'ayo si dhahabu.
Wapenzi watazamaji, kama hamkuwa mnajua kama naweza kuimba,
ni kama yuwaweza
sauti ile yani ya juu, yani niko kwenye mafunzo ya kimaarifa, yani walewa vile mambo yanasonga hapo.
Yani
mbona washtuka? Yani tulianzia pale
akilini, yani neno lililobaki akilini ni taaluma.
Niko kwenye taaluma ya kifahari.
Hata sijui taaluma ni nini.
Taaluma tata rafiki yetu pale Dar es Salaam anaweza kutuelezea kabisa.
Taaluma ni nini?
Wase taaluma ni nini? Tuandikieni hapo kwa comments bro.
Mani certificate.
Hapana. Certificate ni kidato.
Kidato ni form. Kidato cha 4 form 4.
Oh, form as in form 4, si form ya kufill as in kama visa form.
Easy karata.
Mbona jaibisha wewe? Mbona jaibisha kwa vibe na queen? Wase, nani anajua kandarasi? Scandal. Aya, tanakilishi.
Calculator.
Wakenya tuko vibaya.
Tanakilishi. Calculator. Ayo ni kokoto. Kikokoto. Tarakilishi ni computer. Kai. Ni computer, sio? Kikokoto ni calculator.
Uko vibaya. Tuko vibaya. Cheki wenye wasana naisha, cheki. Cheki wenye wasana naisha. Wase tuambe taaluma,
kandarasi.
Nini nyingine unashangaa?
Kikokoto.
Utoke hapa at least
umelala taaluma.
Taaluma.
Unapata taaluma ya.
Hebu sikia nasema taaluma. Cheki wenye wasana naisha. Uko vibaya. Sasa uko vibaya.
Bora
kimeeleweka kimewaka pale, kimeeleweka.
Kato zinaoza, I hope you know that song. Kimeeleweka.
Haya, sasa basi wacha nikuelezee mambo yanavyoendelea kwenye mtandao.
Kwenye taaluma.
Tunatamani naweza hold a whole conversation from now. No English word. Haya basi wapenzi watazamaji, basi wacheni niwaelezee vile kunaendelea kwenye mtandao pale Instagram live katika vibe na queen. Instagram sikia.
Hiyo ni kutohoa.
Rayson Gadhoni amesema we need a vibe na queen concert. Asante sana kupanda mbegu katika akilini mwetu tuweze kufanya concert ya vibe na queen. Tamasha la vibe na queen tumeambiwa. Taaluma ni institute. Are we right? Down.
At least the certificate inatokanga kwa taaluma.
Ngoja. Giovanni Kiyenge official, my brother from Uganda. He lives in the United States. Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Thank you so much. Osama tunachoma. Taaluma ngoja. Bede tutaanza whole conversation. Taaluma ni work field. Certificate ni cheti. Certificate ni cheti.
Lakini inaweza kuwa iko na nini? Inaitwa kisawe. Synonym.
Cheki.
I'm not BSc.
Kisawe. Ngoja. Yaani kisaleko umepotea mpaka unafikiria alafu inaweza kuwa kisawe.
Kisawe ni synonym.
Mbona unafanya hivi? Mbona kutupiga? Emphasis na Kiswahili ni emphasis.
Kusisitiza.
Msisitizaji.
Ngoja ile isije kitenzi kisisitizi.
Uongo.
Iko walai.
Mtu wa barakoa, tunakuona basi atuvae barakoa huku basi tumechanjwa.
Yataka tu kutuonyesha anajua jina barakoa.
Kandarasi ni contract.
Kweli uko unasema kweli. Kweli.
Giovanni is saying he's lost but he's enjoying. Thank you so much. Ati akuyuko vile unafikiria wewe uko chini. Mutindi asante sana kutujoin. Mavaibu tele Omera Serro Oswayo. It's not ours Omera. Yeah? Come on. What is Oswayo? I just feel like I'm saying it.
Oswayo is that language that we don't know.
Am I saying it right?
I could be wrong.
Oswayo. Hapana. Unajibisha bana na unaniambia stories za ngulo na wewe unajua Oswayo.
I think mwezi ni tukisha esteem sijali.
I feel like Oswayo ni ile Kisogoro.
Oswayo ni Kiswahili.
Oswayo ni nini?
Amesema context. Oswayo si lugha chetu. Yaani Kiswahili ilikuja na actually
mimi niko na feel. But mimi na feel ni kama like mimi ningekuwa if I was to make a language of my own, Oswayo ingekuwa Kisogoro. Ati toto
si Kisogo.
Atakula maende lakini usikule Oswayo.
Mbona ingekuwa Kisogo hivi?
Kisogo. Ati
hiyo Oswayo
yako. Hiyo Oswayo. Mbona hujachana Oswayo yako?
Hiyo Oswayo yako imeshai.
People, we are just about to wind up Vibe No Queen. It's been such vibes, you guys. I don't want to leave.
Oh my God.
Hebu shika Oswayo yako.
Ile unaona utaita Oswayo kwa lugha chako.
Karibu sana Women in Music Africa. Albeit late, we are just about to wind up.
Imagine. Anyone has a last minute question?
Yes, Jamin tafadhali. Fanyeni hivyo. But before we leave, it's 6:50, but before we leave, we have to thank our big sponsors who have made this possible. Thank you so much, Africa No Filter. I told you guys last time, Africa No Filter is a community that enables creatives and artists to be able to retell the African narratives. Nimeekewa pale mavaibu. Wacheni ongeneo na ngoja.
Santima, yani.
Ngoja usikie ile
vibe. Sini vibe una queen.
You know, there's a voice that I really admire. His name is John C.B. Okumu. I really admire how he sounds, you know. Sometimes when I'm just reading my own things, I try and imitate him.
Don't like us, you know, when you're practicing your acceptance speech for the Grammy. It's really.
Thank you so much, Africa No Filter, for believing in my little dream, believing in Vibe No Queen. We are here because you made this possible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Elmara Apieri, for all the honey that you've given us this season. Aja is gonna go to Serro right there. You're selling the hapo. Let her guitar.
Oh, weka. Set iko wapi?
Ndio hapo. Iko hapo. Asali iko hapo.
Guys,
uleka asali wapi? Oh, sorry. Asali ndio iko hapa. Ndio hii asali yako.
Wanafanyangaje wale asali?
Oh my God.
Ndio hiyo nini nyingine.
Weka chords. Elmara Abiyari Elmara oyo asante sana Elmara Abiyari asante sana Elmara oyo asante sana Elmara Appearing, but I'm not sorry.
Erro kamano ahinya for the honey.
She was like, "Jealous sound."
Erro kamano ahinya. Erro kamano. Why do they so much? Do you want to pop your honey and taste it?
I want.
Tell us. Kila mtu unajua siku ya kwanza nakumbuka mimi na akwatu tulikuwa hapo. Na testi yake.
Shout out to Homesphere for that song.
Kabisa. Unasikiaje?
Asali.
Unasikia venye ni legit. Kama kawaida lazima nitumie jina kwenye Vibe No Queen. Kama umekuwa ukikula asali mbwakni, this is the day you stop. Kwa sababu Elmara Apiari.
Elmara. your theme song.
They got you guys. Show them the honey. Let them see the label and how it looks like.
Caribbean.
Kabisa. That's how the honey looks like. Elmara Apiari. Asante sana for the jars of honey that you've given us this season. Thank you. The queens are loving the honey. Absolutely, absolutely. Gotten multiple positive
feedback.
Ndio yo, unajua sisi kizungu ilikuja na
Oswayo.
No, you know my English resides in my Oswayo. Shika guitar yako. And last but not least, I want to give a big shout out, big shout out to Kulula. Kulula is an amazing artist who designed some really beautiful cards. And nimetafuta card this day on. Just hold. Kulula means to draw. Jamani zikadizi wapi? Kulula.
And they're neat at the back.
Yes, they are. Thank you so much, Kulula, for this beautiful card. Serro, would you identify?
Oh my God, this is so cool. Wait, when I'm
Awezi identify. Ama wacha tutumie inaitwaje? Tutoe mchujo. Yes, elimination. Uni yako.
Of course. Uni
Olivia. Kwa nini ni Olivia?
Arakatu Olivia. Alijua alifanya kazi
ni feature gani ame get umejua ni Olivia? 10 marks. Tusonge mbele.
Wase pass exams.
Ngoja Tindi na dread zake ndio huyo hapa. That means Kasiva na Serro.
It's me, I know me. God, come on, I'm smart. I'm here because this is you.
Absolutely. Ndo Serro hapa, huyu hapa.
Where my finger is. We don't even call necklace.
Thank you so much, Kulula, for these beautiful cards.
Really nice.
And Olivia alituambia we can always write our affirmations. Yeah. I'm so glad that you remember that. And thank you so much for tuning into her episode as well.
Into every episode.
Yes, these were specially designed for Vibe Na Queen Season 2. Asante sana, Kulula, for your amazing artistry.
Cool.
Thank you, Elmara Apiari, for the amazing honey. But most of all, thank you so much, Africa No Filter, for funding these sessions and making these sessions possible. Watu wangu.
Ayo.
Utachezea gitaa ama utaendelea ati anaendelea kushika mtu ni watu. Lakini wewe umesema mtu ni watu. You talked about community and family.
Mtu ni watu sounds like such a good name for an EP or something.
Registered trademark. Ukijaribu kuiba
ni Oswayo.
Na wewe. Apiga hiyo Oswayo yako. Tashanga. It's that time, ladies and gents. It's the time, man. I don't want to leave either. It's such vibes, man. It's that time.
Avarika sikiwa mitumba. Mimi mama ina nisiyombua mwite. Avarika sikiwa mitumba. Mimi kwa majina ni Kasiva. Nimekuwa nikikucheki kwa muda. Ninafanyanga kazi pale kwa mama wambua. Ukweli mimi nimenoki macho yako ya blue. Me and you, we can stick like glue. We can hello, but we can go to Kiambu, yo. Believe the yes, that you love me true. My dear Kasioka, I tell you something about the way I feel. I love you. My dear Kasioka, I tell you something about the way I feel. I love you. My Kasiokes, come and love me. My Kasiokes, I love you. My Kasioki, come and love me. My Kasioki, I love you. Handsome boy, always looking nice. I am ready to be your wife. Look at me, I have a beautiful smile. And I can cook food of any kind. Na sijasema unipeleke Amerika. Mimi atamu doko nitakula tu. Na kama hauna mimi nitatafuta. Juu nimeamua nikasiokiwa mitumba. My dear Kasio Kasioki, come I tell you something about the way I feel. I love you. My dear Kasioki, come I tell you something. Hey, I love you. Umeipeleka home. Hiyo imefika home.
Ngoja kidogo. Kuchukua tu hiyo pause, shika tu hiyo chord.
Nimefika.
Niko na uncle yangu fulani. Mimi sijui shida iko wapi bana. Sijui shida iko wapi. Umse anaanza kuongelea hapa. Yaani unaweza dhani he just takes off.
Akona oswayo.
Oswaya yake imejaa. This is how my uncle speaks. Katika.
Ai. Hey. Ni asubuhi ni nini?
For exactly.
Why are you shouting?
Imagine uncle akikwamsha. Katika amuka.
Nini?
Uselewa. Serro. Hebu imagine akikwamsha. Kama for example nasema karibu. Wewe unasema, "Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vibe the Queen."
Ngoja.
Karibu ni Vibe the Queen.
Si wangekao yako inchembete. Tusikie.
What of? My dear Kasioki, I want to tell you something. My dear Kasioki, I love you.
My Kasioki, come and love me. My Kasioki, I love you. Wait. My Kasioki, come and love me. My Kasioki, I love you. Yo, my Kasioki, come and love me. My Kasioki, I love you. This was so much fun.
Mi imagine kusema ukweli. Leo ndio ile sifinyi hiyo end.
Usifinye.
Mi sina.
Usifinye.
Tunaenda tu kupitia sasa wacha basi
Questions. Sawa.
Haya. Serro with the mood. Watu wanataka kuwe. Tafadhali chezea watu kuwe cause watu wawili wame request kuwe. Mimi sitaki hawa watu wawili wasirudi season finale. Just about to tell you about that season finale, ladies and gents. But first, kuwe.
Wanipigia sishiki, wanitumia ujumbe sijibu. Sijui ni kwa nini, I wish ningekuwa na majibu. I don't want to disappoint you, so I would rather avoid you. But believe me, I feel you, na ni kweli ninajaribu. Lakini moyo wangu huenda juu. Every time I think of you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you. Then later I lose. Moyo wangu huenda. Every time I think of you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you. But I'm gonna try yeah. Give a chance
here, but unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. Seriously, it's 7:11 East African time. Thank you so much for caring about your audience. Nyinyi akina Obala, watu hapa ni kuisha, kucheka. Wewe, toeni maswali kwa swali zenu. Sijapin number hapo, lakini si wenye wako na namba ya
sadaka ni stream kuwe na misimu na stream ngewa. Na stream music ya Olivia, na music ya Akoth, na music ya TV. Right?
That's what's up, you guys. Thank you so much. There's no nadhani leo taandika hizo questions zote tumecover venye inafaa. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I just want to let you know that we are gonna skip next Monday because duty calls for me. So I have to.
She has to do things.
I have to do things. But the season finale, which is the very last episode of Vibe No Queen, is gonna be on the 20th of June. 20th of June is the season finale. We're gonna have all the queens that have come to the season right here. And we're gonna have a serious vibe session for I think each night has come 1.5, maybe maybe 2 hours. Like literally, I just want to push it to 2 hours.
Like where the vibe is gonna take us.
Like where the vibe is gonna take us. Like just moving with your Oswaya.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, but seriously, guys, 20th of June is when we're gonna have the season finale for Vibe No Queen. See you there. I'm gonna keep you with all those posters, no msisahau, but put a reminder if you can. And guess I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Serro, for coming.
Thank you so much. Actually, this was so much fun.
It really was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're such vibes, Bana. Costa is watching the episode from his studio there. See, we go visit him before.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have to go to his studio and visit. Waiting for the do-do-do part. Which song?
Oh, it's the That's what he means. Do-do-do. Yeah. Wait. Gotcha. Moyo wangu wenda do-do-do. Do-do-do. Every time I think of me and you. That's what they mean.
Just serenade us. Serenade us as we say goodbye.
Every time I think of me and you.
Is your heart going do?
Afraid that I am going to love you, then later I am going to lose you. Moyo wangu wenda do.
Ish! You people, thank you so much for vibing the Queen. And see you on the 20th of June. I can't keep up with this noisemaker. See you all on the 20th of June for the season finale of Vibe No Queen. It's been an amazing, amazing, amazing season. Yeah. It's gonna be so much sparks and fire. I have heard rumors that they wanna ambush me on the season finale, but
yes,
mini nani, kuna kitu mnaniambia, Mr. Hambushi.
Okay.
Hakuna cha Rongai. If you want to hear Rongai, ni mukuje to the next gig ya Serro. Sawa. Asanteni sana. I love you guys so much. Thank you for vibing na Queen. Thank you for vibing na Queen Serro. See you at the season finale. Tundus. Mimi kwa malima nikasiwa.